Hey, welcome to another episode of Classic Photography with Myron Edwards. Let's jump right into it. Yes, thank you. I don't know why I did that, but anyway, for those of you who are joining me live right now, let's talk about posture in photography. So let's say that you have a client or a model who needs help in posing. Well, let's just begin by the art of style. I mean, basically, that's just what it's called, the art of style. Uh, for those of you who are well known photographers who have been posing your models for years, let's talk about how it affects younger models because they see the same thing. And I have a lot of my clients that say it looks boring. Well, hmm, is this true, photographers? Does it get boring? What can we do to change the style of photography that's been taught for over 70 years? Hmm. Um, I'll definitely take your comments right now. For those of you who are on, for me, it's quite simple. I never like posing my models the same way all the time. So I do something that I've never done before. I don't go off of other people's poses. So sometimes you just have to develop a style of your own for your own models. So for the younger generation who's out there and they see models and then they look at the work, all they see are the fabulous shots you guys create. They don't see the post work before shots. So here's the thing. I have yet to see a model. Well, yes, I have. I take that back. Very much in love with Naomi Campbell. She is the queen of the runway. Not only the runway, her posing, her style, the way she carries herself is all mwah. If you don't know who Naomi Campbell is, I suggest you find out because this woman rocks. Uh, Now, I did get on here. Let's talk about for a second. My prayers and thoughts with everyone who are in Texas, who are facing no power, no water, this ice storm. My prayers and thoughts are with you. Uh, I, for one, am in Texas, but for now, I have power. I have no water, so I'm able to sit here and speak to you guys. Now, I'm gonna go back into the art of posing. Posing is quite simple. It's called raise your shoulders, arch your back, sit up straight, either turn your head to the side or to the other side, but place your arm around your side, making an L. It's quite simple. Um, and you have to have confidence. If you're shy, yeah, speaking of shy, let's talk about those models who are shy. Um, the best way as a photographer to build them up is to ask them something personal about themselves. Because not only are you a photographer, you're also their, what do you want to call it? Bond, your bond. So you share stuff that maybe they don't want to share with anybody else. So that's up to you to go ahead and be their bond. So with that being said in mind that you being their bond, it helps them to have more confidence in themselves and the way they carry themselves. So, yes, I urge you guys to actually help your clients out. I see a lot of street photographers who, I don't know what they call it. I don't even know if they pose. The models just kind of stand there and do their thing. I don't even know if they're models. They're just people they're fine. So, and they just do shots. And another thing, I must say, I got to get into it. Cell phone photography is not photography. I'm sorry. That no. Whoever came up with the idea of creating cell phone photography is not photography. Once you blow that thing up on a massive scale, it looks grainy and yucky. It is not a camera. Well, I mean, it's a camera, but it's not the same type of camera. But anyway, gotta have a few laughs, people. So the art of modeling, the art of posing is quite simple. I tell my clients to find their favorite rapper, singer, model, and look at some of their photo covers or albums that they do, their Instagrams. Find some kind of inspiration to see if that helps. And once they come to the studio, I take over from there. Because most of us men that are photographers, listen up, guys, this is also true. Is it not true that we learn the art of modeling and posing ourselves from dealing with so many women? Is it not true? In my opinion, it is, because once we adapt to the style of how a woman poses herself and carries herself, we are then able to help our clients pose and model. Is this not true? So I have, for once, it helps me because so many of my clients, they always say they want boys have it easy or guys have it so easy because they don't have to hardly pose. They can sit how they want to sit. True, yes. But like I tell them, as a female, you cannot do the same thing as a guy does. We view women different. So, um, especially, if a guy wearing a dress that's just awkward, well, it's not awkward, it's just strange to most women. So well, for my clients it is. They don't know how to adapt to that. So I tell them, I said, act like you're Queen Elizabeth who is sitting on the throne and you have to be modest. So that is my thing for today, is how to pose your clients. It seems to be the number one key. Oh, not only is it key, there's also lighting. Um, as a photographer, I'll tell you, my little studio. Let me get to this. My little studio is like a 12 by 12, maybe a 12 and a half by 12. But either way, it's a 12 by 12. I have used different light sources on my clients, and I am coming up with various skin tones where my ceilings are not high enough. I'm having to place more lights than I want to. Any tips that you guys would help. I've even gone down to a 40-watt bulb to minimize the glare off the skin of my models. Yes, my walls are white. Um, I've even went and got different backdrops. For those of you who haven't seen my work, you can check it out at www.classy.com or go to my Facebook page, Classy Photography, spelled CLAASSY Photography. But I'm always having to adjust the light in Lightroom or Photoshop because my light is just either too dim or it's too bright. Any tips that you guys want to jump in on, please feel free. I am all over that. I would love for you guys to go ahead and catch up with me there. Let me know what's going on, your thoughts, your concerns, anything that helps. So, um, welcome to another episode with Myron Edwards. You guys have a great day, and I will definitely catch up with you soon on another episode of Classic Photography with Myron Edwards. And hopefully my conversations will be longer than what they are. For right now, I'm going to go try to relax. I've been battling this no power, no water for a while. So I will prepare for tomorrow. And hopefully I will tune in with you guys soon. And we'll get more in depth of the style of photography and how it affects your mood. Thank you.